When mining 2 days ago, while running the pre-patch, I came upstairs and saw in the distance what looked like another player's spirit wearing full gold armor. As I walked towards the person, it disappeared. Despite this being a world on my computer, this even had me typing anyone there into the chat like a crazy person. It was seriously weird. And the only explanation that I could think of it is that it was a zombie that spawned a ghoul and full gold armor, and I witnessed it despawn because it was too far away. Last night, while building a melon farm tower in my castle, I noticed an enderman hanging out near the construction site. I haven't even been to the nether yet, but I figured out I might as well collect another ender pearl. As soon as I struck the enderman, the most blood-cutting sound and human noise played for about 10 seconds. I've never heard that before, and it was unannounced with the patch. Scared the crap out of me. I didn't know if it was the Enderman echo sound or what, but the next night the same sound played, and I didn't so much as look at the Enderman. I genuinely scared, and I provoked some evil onto me that was hidden in the update. One time I joined a survival server. Joined a survival server in hope of finding some good players on it. I found a server with lots of comments on it, good ones. After I joined, I found out nobody was on, which was very weird. I started chopping wood as always. After creating my house, suddenly there was some creepy noise. It was in my house. It got me creepy, and I closed my door. In Minecraft itself, somebody wrote, "Hello there." I pressed tab to see if who it was, but it only said that. No name, nothing. Nobody was on, so I typed hello to test if it wasn't a plugin or something. It didn't answer for 4 minutes, and I wanted to leave the server. But before disconnecting, I typed once more, "Are you still there?" It answered saying that the server host got bankrupt, but they never turned the servers off. I started to disconnect from the server. My computer made weird sounds through my headphones, and through my FPS dropped to 1 to 2. After this accident, I never joined that server and deleted IP forever. I made a server a few years back, a private Manchi one, not a public paid server. So the only people that could join would be myself and my friends. Anyways, I was building my own house. No one was online, just me. So I wasn't careful, except for hostile mobs. Anyway, all of a sudden, it said join the game. It was blank. I thought at first it was a friend using some plugin I had just installed, but when I pressed tab, it said, "Kenzie cool. Kenzie's so cool." This person, I still today don't know who he is. Joins this server every now and then. But I have seen him. I have seen his creations. Very good. He has only spoken to me once in the chat. All he said was accept me. So that's a creepy story. A long time ago, I was on a survival world, and I was mining down by bedrock. So I hear this creepy moaning sound, and no matter how much space I mined out around, I just couldn't find the mob making the noise. So I gave up and went back to the house. And the sound happens again from outside. I searched around the house and couldn't find anything. Every time I went back into the mine and back to my house, it kept happening. At night, it was even louder, and it creeped me out. So I much as deleted the world. Some harsh stuff. My first time digging into lava, I was just digging casually looking for diamonds on about layer 7. I don't know. I had made a huge branch mine and found nothing. It was so big I ran out of torches and so I had to dig with a light level as of 0. As I was digging along, my face was right up against the rocks as I was mining. Then suddenly, in a millisecond, whoosh, the level went right up to 15, and I was up in flames. I screamed. Scariest moment ever. The second time, my second story. First time finding a natural cave-in, I was mining away looking for researchers. I was still fairly new. When suddenly I broke a rock and came to a weird area. It was an open large space. I was thinking, what the heck? I didn't mine this out. Before then I didn't know about natural caverns. So I started to explore this strange thing I just found out. When suddenly I heard a big sss. Then before I knew it, it was an oblite. Then my demo world ran out of time before I could find the cavern again. My third story. My first time exploring an epic cavern, I was just freaked out by the sheer size of it. I must have taken like 30 roots and I had no electricity, so it was pitched back. My first time in an abandoned mineshaft, I turned to the corner and there was a ton of spider webs. About 5 cave spiders. They struck me in the millisecond and I had been poisoned to death. When I was first starting a new single-player survival world a few days ago, I had a ton of wood on me, but no livestock were around. I wasn't afraid of the mobs because I mined some stone as well and made a stone sword, but still no shelter. I was traveling along a border between a desert and a forest. I heard a chicken cluck. I looked around. At the end of my far rear render distance, I was able to make out a chicken next to a tree, but for some reason was in a circle of sand blocks, except for the tree directly behind it. I was confused why the chicken didn't hop out and how the sand blocks generated there in the first place. Either way, I started to walk towards it, not sprint, because my hunger bar was low. That was when I saw those purple eyes and its long dark hands carrying a sand block. I continued to walk towards the chicken, trying to ignore the stare of the Enderman, when the most shocking thing happened. I was only 10 blocks away from the chicken when the Enderman placed a sand block on top of its head. When I heard the chicken die, I was suddenly attacked by a zombie villager with half gold leather armor. And an iron sword. Then 3 skeletons and 2 creepers came on all sides. I was trying my best to walk forwards towards the raw chicken and sand block, but then the spider fell from a nearby treetop on top of me. I continued to walk, but I had half a heart left. I came face to face with the Enderman, 2 blocks away from the raw chicken, and then an entire horde of mobs behind me. I heard a slender sound, and the next thing I knew, I respawned. That's my creepiest story. It was creepy because of the way the mob owl was working on, and I was only playing on normal.